Well, then may the words of my mouth and the meditation of all our hearts be acceptable to God. Amen. We know the text, so I shan't read it again. But I'll start right here. After reading these two passages of Scripture, I have chosen as my theme, Jesus for one and all. The woman in the story who was a Canaanite, on crying to Jesus for help for her daughter, did not receive the response she expected, but any insult hurled at her was small compared to her need and the faith she had in Jesus. So, when Jesus answered her about the children's food being sent to the lost sheep of Israel, it was clear that by her reply, that she was more than willing to accept the crumbs from the food which Jesus had to offer. Why? Because her faith was great. She believed that even the crumbs were enough to help her daughter. I see in these passages of Scripture a Jesus who loves. Loves beyond our imagination or our expectations. I see a Jesus who is merciful and compassionate. I see Jesus' grace being poured out even to those who are called different. You see, in those days, like in these, our days, we are no different to them. Take us here in Barbados, for instance. We have the Guyanese and the Vincentians and other nationalities living among us, and of course, we think, or I should say, some of us think that we are better than they are. So we want to treat them differently. Also take, for instance, the story of the Samaritan woman who came to draw water from the well. The story of Martha, who was forgiven much. The story of Peter's mother-in-law. There was love and mercy also for the man who sat by the pool, waiting for someone to help him in, so he could be healed. The healing of the demon-possessed, the palsied and the lame, the deaf and the dumb. There was mercy for the hungry thousands who followed Jesus. He fed them. Then when I look again, I see that we can all go to Jesus with our needs, our problems, our desires. We learn from these passages that as long as we have faith, that Jesus is willing to supply our needs, heal our sicknesses, provide food and clothing, but most precious of all, He's willing to forgive our sins. We can call on Him anytime and in the worst possible situation, and He will give us the strength and the courage we need to see us through. I also see that we must not discriminate, that we must try our best to see people as God sees them, with love. I see that a person who is loud and aggressive, abusive and noisy on the street corner still has enough of the love of God in him or her to point out to me the house or store or street that I may be searching for. So we must love them too. I see that I can still pray for my next door neighbor, although he or she was the one who offended me. I see that as God gives, that we too should give to the poor, the homeless, and the vagrant. If we don't know where to find such persons, we can give to the Red Cross Society or the Salvation Army. In fact, I could go on and on, for there are so many ways in which we can show that we see people as Jesus sees them, and then we can help. But most of all, I see that like Jesus, I must love as He loves, and that will conquer all. Many years ago, I would have been in my late 20s trying my best to serve God, to keep on the straight and narrow. It was difficult. I struggled to say and do the right things. But I had a fault, you see. I was a bit too well-bred, too polished, too Mrs. Right to come down off my pedestal. But thanks be to God, He helped me in more ways than one to see and try to correct my fault. God helped me to humble myself before Him first of all, and then among the human race. He had me to see people in love. I will now share with you a short story of one of these lessons I learned. One day, some rough-looking men came to our newly bought home to see my husband. They came shouting, "Desmond! Desmond!" I was very angry in that they didn't say in all decency and with respect, "Mr. Allkins" instead. So I grumbled and complained to my husband that there were some men outside shouting for Desmond. But all he had to say was, "That is my name." Some weeks later, these same rough-looking men came back to our house. But this time, they came to pave our driveway. And there was no charge. They paved it for him out of the love and respect they had for him. After that, I was forced to search my soul, my heart, to ask myself which God I was serving. God had used these men to show me that I should see and accept people as He does, just as they are, but with love. I realized that their hearts were in a better place than mine, and I was encouraged then, through God's grace, to think differently about people on the whole. I pray that God will help us all to do the same. The purpose of this sermon, therefore, is to show that God shows no partiality. Therefore, I encourage you to read the story of Peter and Cornelius, which is found in Acts chapter 10, but especially verse 34, which reads thus: "Then Peter began to speak to them. Truly, I understand that God shows no partiality, but in every nation, anyone who fears Him and does what is right is acceptable to Him." Let us go and do likewise. Amen.
Amen.